हे गाइस, वेलकम टू माय चैनल कॉल आचार्य प्रेयसी। और आज के इस चैनल में हम बात करने वाले हैं इन कॉन्वर्सेशन विद द अचीवर्स। सो यहाँ पे मेरे साथ आप देख पा रहे हैं वीडियो में आपके सामने है मनोनीत, जिन्होंने यूजीसी एनटीए नेट को 2 बार क्वालिफाई किया है और आईबीपीएस स्पेशलिस्ट ऑफिसर, आईटी ऑफिसर को भी क्वालिफाई करके अभी यूनियन बैंक ऑफ इंडिया मुंबई में काम कर रहे हैं। So, hello Manoneet, welcome to my channel.
Hello ma'am.
So, how are you?
I'm doing good ma'am.
Okay, great. So Manoneet, सबसे पहले तो many congratulations to you on your achievement. जो जर्नी आपने शुरू की थी एनटीए यूजीसी नेट के लिए मेरे साथ, फाइनली यू हैव रीच टू दैट डेस्टिनेशन। एंड उससे भी अच्छी चीज़ें ये हैं कि जितने भी अभी तक एग्जाम में आपने अपीयर किया है, आपको उसमें सक्सेस मिली है। एंड राइट नाउ यू आर वर्किंग एज एन ऑफिसर इन रेप्यूटेड बैंक। सो फॉर दैट many congratulations from the bottom of my heart. चलिए, सो मनोनीत, आई रियली वांट कि आप थोड़ा सा इंट्रोडक्शन अपना दे हमारे सभी लर्नर्स को जो यहाँ पे आपको देख रहे हैं। So, अपने बारे में थोड़ा कुछ बताइए अबाउट योर क्रेडेंशियल्स।
Sure ma'am. Ma'am, I am Manoneet Singh Arora. I belong to Dehradun. I am a BTech in Computer Science and Engineering from Dehradun itself, from Graphic Era University. Thereafter, I decided to pursue my MBA in Human Resources.
Okay.
So, I did my MBA in HR from Symbiosis, Bengaluru. Thereafter, I had an inclination that I wanted to appear for UGC NET examination. Actually, the motivation from where I got that I want to appear for UGC NET was my sister. I used to see my sister preparing for UGC NET. She is an MCA.
Okay.
MCA in Computer Science. So I was like, even I want to appear for UGC NET exam. So I started researching that what this exam is all about, what are the opportunities which you get after qualifying this exam. And what I came across was that if you qualify UGC NET, you are eligible for applying for PSUs. So I wanted to serve as an executive trainee personnel in reputed PSUs. So that was my drive, which inclined me towards preparing for this examination.
All right. Great. So that mean कि जो मोटिवेशन जो आपके अंदर था that you have to prepare for UGC NET, वो कहीं ना कहीं आपको अपनी सिस्टर से मिला, and जिसकी वजह से you started preparing for UGC NET and you definitely qualified for that as well, right?
Yes ma'am.
Okay.
Yes ma'am.
So Manoneet, मेरा next जो question आपसे है that is, how was the experience of this UGC NET journey? कैसा आपका एक्सपीरियंस रहा स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम यू स्टार्टेड द प्रिपरेशन एंड देन एक बार आपने एग्जाम पैटर्न को देखा। कई बार ऐसा होता है एस्पिरेंट्स के साथ दैट दे स्टार्ट द प्रिपरेशन बट मीनवाइल उनका मोरल कम हो जाता है, डाउन हो जाता है। स्पेसिफिकली जब वो क्वेश्चंस को अटेम्प्ट करते हैं, उनका स्कोर अच्छा नहीं आता है, तो बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस भी आपने देखा होगा। बहरहाल उसकी बात मैं बाद में आपसे करूंगी। आई जस्ट वांटेड टू नो, हमारे व्यूअर्स भी यहाँ पे ये जानना चाहेंगे दैट हाउ वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस अबाउट दैट जर्नी ऑफ यूजीसी नेट।
Ma'am, the journey was full of ups and downs.
Okay.
Because as I mentioned that this was my third attempt when I qualified UGC NET in December 2019. So initially when I appeared for this exam, the knowledge which I had was of my MBA HR. So I just went through the topics that these are the topics, and I used my knowledge that this is what I know, and accordingly I attempted the paper. So I was in a way clueless about like how paper 1 is, how paper 2 is. Since I was preparing for banking examination also, so I got to know that there is some part of mathematics which is asked, some part of reasoning is asked, then some questions related to teaching which are teaching and research which are asked in paper 1. So accordingly I used my intellect and tried to solve those. Moreover, for paper 2, before appearing for UGC NET, I had appeared once for IBPS SO Human Resource. So I had an idea that these are the sort of questions which are asked. But as you know that NET exam is like the questions are very comprehensive.
Correct.
So you need to understand that question well. And if we consider IBPS, SOHR and other exams, so the questions are a sort of one-liner. But I was like, okay, I have this knowledge. I'll try to implement that knowledge in my UGC NET exam. So after my first UGC NET exam, I wasn't able to clear, and that was by 1 or 2 marks, if I correctly remember it.
Okay.
And in my second attempt, I got an idea that these are the topics which are asked. So I tried to do a focused preparation.
Okay.
So I got the R. Gupta book of human resources. So tried to solve the MCQs. And second time when I appeared for the examination, so then even then I wasn't able to clear, but the motivation for me was I was fall short by just 0.5 marks.
Oh,
so I thought that there is a gap which is very easily you can cover this gap. So this is not a very big gap. So thereafter I decided like I need to do a focused study for UGC NET. So one of my friend recommended about you that there is an educator named Priyashi Bartwal. So just try watching her videos and try to link your preparation with the way ma'am teaches. So I went to Unacademy and I watched your free videos. So I could feel a connect that whatever I have studied and whatever you are teaching. So I could build a linkage between the two of them. So it was like, okay, that this is the right path. So I took a subscription. So 3-month subscription I took, and I started preparing for NET, started making notes from whatever you taught, and also revising those notes.
Correct.
So then I was able to clear the NET this time, which was with 54%.
Okay.
And like I was able to understand the questions well, because as we all know that there is a fixed approach. You need to follow an approach. You need to understand the questions well and accordingly mark the answers, because if you see the answers are very close, there is not much of a difference. So it's not just the question you need to understand. You also need to understand the options and accordingly give your judgment that this would be the answer.
Correct.
So this was my approach for paper 2. And now talking about paper 1. So for paper 1, frankly speaking, I didn't follow any educator. I bought a book from Amazon. The book was by Harpreet Kaur.
Okay.
So that book I followed religiously. I studied some of the topics, and in the meanwhile, even you got certain courses on teaching and research and also mathematics DI.
Yes.
So which helped me a lot to also score in paper 1 as well.
Okay. Great. So yes, you already had, you have discussed about, the experience that you have faced during your preparation. My next question that I would be asking you is, what challenges you have faced, Manoneet, during your preparation? क्योंकि लर्नर्स के लिए बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस, हम हमेशा रोजी बातें नहीं कर सकते, काफी चैलेंजेस, काफी लर्नर्स काफी कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स को भी फेस करते हैं. तो आपके लिए इस जर्नी में क्या चैलेंज आपको लगा थ्रू आउट योर प्रिपरेशन?
Ma'am, as far as challenges are concerned, as I mentioned that I was not focused for one exam, so I used to fill all the papers, even banking, SSC. And also in the meanwhile, I also thought that UGC NET is also an option for which you can apply for PSUs. So, and you know that for all the 3 domains, be it banking, be it SSC, be it UGC NET, so the syllabus is quite different in all. So you need to do a switch over that.
Correct.
From banking to SSC, from SSC to UGC NET. So that switchover was a bit of a challenge for me. that to prepare to switch from one zonal to another, and the exams were very close. Like I had my bank exam, then after 15-16 days I had one more exam. So that was a bit of a challenge managing all the three. But for me, if I tell you, willpower is something which worked.
Yes.
So I had in mind that I have to do it. So even if I encounter some of the challenges, even if I have to stretch late at night, I would stretch it. And I am a person who is like, there's no limits for me. I'm like, if I have to prepare, I have to prepare. If I have set some target for me, so I know that I have to meet that target anyhow.
Correct.
So that was something which was a drive for me. And as far as challenges, which I told you, that these are certain things which everyone encounters, because you're not sure that where you will get selected. So a risk factor is also involved in it. So you have to think big in order to achieve any, if you want to clear any exam. So you need to expand your horizon.
Yes.
So that's something which I did.
Yes, and you really want to communicate the same, that you should be focused on one part. Otherwise, there's no point. आप दो नाव पे सवार होके कहीं पे भी नहीं जा सकते. Focus is very important for any particular examination that you are targeting. Great. So Manoneet, now I would like to know from you, can you share any strategy? What strategy you have come up with for paper 1 exclusively and for paper 2? You can tell me your own strategy. Might be learner can relate it to you in a very brief.
Yes, ma'am. So, like before sharing the strategy, one thing which is very common, you prepare for UGC NET or any examination, is be honest to yourself.
Yes.
Don't fool yourself that, okay, this is the exam. You randomly picked up one exam and one fine day you are like, okay, I'll study for 10 days and I'll just go in the examination hall and it will be done. So this is something which is a very wrong approach, and you are fooling yourself. You are wasting your time, which is actually something wrong. You should not have this sort of an approach that like this would make me or this would sail me through anything. So firstly, I'll tell you that one should be honest with himself or herself.
Correct.
That if I have to prepare for an examination, I should be focused. I should be determined. So there are 3 questions which you need to ask yourself, and you need to find answers. What, how, and when.
Correct.
So what if you see what examination I am targeting? So if you consider today's conversation, which is based on UGC NET, so let's take it as UGC NET is my target. And how would probably mean that how do you prepare for it? So if we consider Code 55, the syllabus is very vast.
Exactly.
And it's almost impossible for any aspirant to cover each and every point. So you need to have a thorough analysis of the previous year papers and understand what sort of questions are asked.
Yes.
So that you are able to understand the pattern, you are able to relate to it, and you are able to understand that these are the sort of questions which are asked.
Yes.
So, ma'am, what I feel is like everyone prepares well, but what they miss out is analyze the pattern of questions.
Exactly.
So when it is like when you sit in the examination hall and you don't have idea of the previous year papers, so you are like in a fix that this sort how to approach this question. I have done a lot of preparation. I have studied all labor laws. I have studied HRM portion. I have studied PPM portion. But when the question is asked, you are in a fix because you probably don't know what sort of question is asked. What is the expectation of the examiner, and what should be your ideal strategy to understand that. So that is done through the previous year papers. So what I did was analysis of the previous year papers. Then afterwards, I saw that these are the topics which I have to prepare. So it was not just the topics which I did. It was also MCQ was an important part of my preparation.
Yes.
It's like I will make it a 60-40 ratio. 60% is you have to prepare, and this 40% you need to prepare MCQs as well. You need to understand. See, it is never like the same MCQ would be asked.
Yes.
But at least you will be abreast with the pattern, that these are the pattern which are asked.
Correct.
And accordingly link your preparation with that pattern of question.
Yes.
So which makes it easier that you are able to answer that question, and in a way probably you are increasing your chances of selection.
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what strategy was there for paper 1? Paper 1 में आपने क्या follow किया जिसकी वजह से you got a good score? Only one book you have followed.
Yes, ma'am. One book. See, like I would try to state a quote here. You need not become jack of all trades and master of none. Okay, so you need to have one particular source in mind. Like I would relate to what you used to say in your classes, that pick one educator, try to watch 2-3 videos of that educator. If you are able to relate to that educator, understand, follow that educator religiously, and you will probably sail through.
Yes.
Because if you follow 3-4 educators, everyone has a different pattern of teaching.
Exactly.
Probably we say that topics are same, but the way of making the students understand is probably different for different educator. And every student has a different mindset.
Absolutely.
It's not that ki all students are brilliant. There are average people, there are slow learners. So you need to probably figure out that this is the educator with whom I can relate, with whose guidance I would be able to sail through. And it's not just picking up an educator and studying. You need to do your homework as well.
Exactly.
It's not just that you study one topic and leave it, and second day the educator would be teaching another topic and you forgot the first topic. So that's no use of doing such a thing.
Great.
So that's why where honesty comes into play. You need to be honest with yourself. If you have decided something, be it a choice of your educator, be it your self-study preparation, be honest to yourself.
Yes. Great. Acha. So the next question would be like, whom you would like to dedicate your success. Like you qualified NET examination twice back to back. Then you are presently working as an IT specialist officer, IT through IBPS. Right now you are in Mumbai and Union Bank of India you're working with. So whom you would like to dedicate your success for UGC NET specifically, if I talk about?
Ma'am, it is like not one particular person. It is like, firstly, it would be motivation of my sisters.
Exactly.
So my sisters always motivated me that don't think about what you will clear and what you will not. Just do your preparation well. Just be honest to yourself, and some way or the other you'll sail through. Secondly, my teachers, my guide, and most probably Priyashi ma'am, because Priyashi ma'am was someone with whom I was able to relate to. I was able to understand your teachings, your way of making the topics understand, which inspired me that if ma'am is putting so much of effort, so I should also try to put the same effort and try to do wonders with that preparation. So it would be, credit would be given to my sisters, my teachers, and my friends who always motivated me that everything will be done, everything will be okay. You just be focused, don't think about any. See, there are a lot of pressures when you prepare. So there are people who would say that like कि अरे इसने complete कर लिया MBA, इसका job नहीं लगा. And he's like, so n number of things which come into play, which probably try to affect your morale in a bad way, but you should never let that happen. You should, ma'am, if we consider 100%, if you have 99% negativity around you and even 1% positivity, you should make that 1% as your dominant factor and make it as your 100%.
Correct.
This is what worked out for me. And even now, ma'am, now I am working, and this is the first job for me. And there is a time like 10 o'clock I go to the office, and there is no exit time, probably telling you. It is like sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 6:30, sometimes it's 7. So it is a different change for me from the preparation mode to the working mode.
Exactly.
So there are also challenges. So you should not let yourself down by those challenges. Instead, you should say, okay, if these are the challenges, I'll find a way out.
Yes.
And you'll probably find a way out, and you'll probably be able to perform well in whatever genre you are.
Correct. I can definitely relate to it. And the best part of your story, your experience is that though as you said to me that, ma'am, I was not able to clear the NET examination. This was my third attempt, but you never gave up. Right? You continued your preparation into the right direction. You said, okay, abhi nahi, so next time, or I will work harder and harder, and I will definitely achieve the NET certification. So that is really important to to make your preparation in the right direction and to wait for the right time as well. हो जाएगा. You have to put all the courage, all the efforts in your preparation, and you first of all you have to believe in yourself that मैं कर सकता हूँ. अगर वो believe ही नहीं है तो कहीं ना कहीं वो आपके motivation, आपके morale हर किसी को तोड़ कर रख देता है. So this is really good for all the viewers and the learners that आपने अपने preparation को continue रखा और you never give up कि अगर 2 बार मुझसे qualify नहीं हुआ तो अब मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा. यही चीज हम सभी को यहाँ पे understand करनी पड़ेगी और इस पे believe भी करना पड़ेगा कि इससे पहले कि आप छोड़ने के बारे में सोचे, you should definitely start thinking why I started and what I started for. So this is very important. So जाते जाते I want you, Manani, to share some tips to other aspirants who are preparing, जो अभी प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं यूजीसी नेट एग्जामिनेशन के लिए, स्पेसिफिकली चाहे वो मैनेजमेंट से दे रहे हो, कोड 55 एचआरएम से दे रहे हो या कॉमर्स से दे रहे हो. सो एनी टिप दैट यू वुड लाइक टू शेयर विद अदर लर्नर्स?
So I'll split those in 3 points. First point, which I continuously said that be honest to yourself.
Okay.
Try to understand yourself. Try to understand the exam and try to correlate your personality with what the exam is demanding.
Okay.
Secondly, prepare your topics well. Have your concepts crystal clear. If you have started a topic, prepare it thoroughly. Don't leave it midway so that you get an understanding. Nextly, practice MCQs related to that topic so that you are able to correlate your studies, your understanding of that topic with whether you are able to solve the questions or not. And questions also, I would not say that practice any MCQ. Practice the kind of MCQs which are asked in UGC NET examination.
Correct.
So this is one thing. And thirdly, don't think about what will happen, whether I'll succeed, whether I'll encounter a failure. Just have believe in yourself. You should know that, as you said, that you should have an understanding why I started. If you have this understanding, so probably even if for 2-3 attempts you are not able to clear that examination, you won't have that regret in my mind that I was not able to clear it, that why it happened, how it happened. Instead, you will be very dedicated towards your preparation and you will probably sail through. So these are certain tips which I would like to share with learners, that follow these tips and you will definitely sail through with whatever you are expecting out of yourself. See, one thing I'd like to tell you. So currently I'm working as an IT officer with Union Bank of India. But probably this UGC NET also helped me a lot because I have also my THDC India Limited interview of executive trainee personnel scheduled.
Okay.
So that is what is it. So it's not just don't focus on clearing your exam. also focus on what is the opportunity after that exam. You should have that in mind.
Correct.
Because ma'am, it is not just about clearing the exam. You should also look at the other side. The grass is not greener on all the sides. So you should have that idea that this should be my journey. Like have a roadmap clear in your mind. That how will I go about things? It is never that, see, if we make a roadmap, so it is not that definitely we'll be able to follow each and every step of that map. But still, that would you would have that drive.
Correct.
That this is what I have planned for myself, and so I should work towards it, and one day or the other I'll be able to completely match up my preparation with what I want in my life.
Correct. Yes, great. So Manoneet, yeah, that's all for today discussion. It was lovely meeting you virtually. It was lovely having an interaction with you, and I can tell you that you were the very, very decent, sincere, and the regular learner. And it was expected out of you that yes, one day you will definitely clear the examination, and you have 2-3 opportunities in your hand right now. So this is good, and yes, you have made all your friends, your peers, your teachers, feel proud about it. So thank you so much for coming on this platform. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences with all the learners, and I really hope that all the learners will definitely get motivated out of your story, from your story, and they will also try to inculcate your tips that you have shared with the learners, right? So thank you so much. We wish you best of luck. We wish you good luck for your future endeavors. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.